It's MicheleMarieDalene. Today we have some videos clips that we're going to show you from yesterday. We didn't actually upload them yet because we were going to raw. So instead of throwing the whole 40 minutes of video at you, I mean really, some of the stuff was really unscripted. We're going to focus on some key points of that video and take it for a grain of salt. The first thing is, Mitch joins us, and he talks to us about how he feels that Donald Trump is going to work out as President of the United States.
Donald Trump inauguration was, I think that was one of the best speeches that was made in years for a presidential nominee.
Even though there was still a crowd.
You let him finish, please?
Go ahead.
The fact that he's talking about bringing industry back to the United States is really, really good, because for years the politicians have been lining their pockets, and the big business owners have been lining their pockets by having a company which is based in the United States have their factories in Europe. So the products weren't even made here. So how can you say it's a United States company when products not even made here in a lot of those companies? That's what was wrong. That's what went wrong for years, and I'm glad Hillary Clinton didn't get elected, because NAFTA went further. NAFTA destroyed the economy, made less jobs, more trade, and less factories here. Now what Mr. Trump wants to do is he wants to bring industry back to the United States by having taxes. If the American company is an American company and it wants to manufacture something overseas and it wants to import it back in here, they're going to pay dearly, from what he's saying, through the tax system, which makes sense, because if it's an American company, it should manufacture here, not overseas. It's not an American company if it don't manufacture here. Oh, and the only ones that was getting... Please don't interrupt. Can I finish talking?
Go ahead.
The ones that were getting rich off of it and richer with fatter pockets was the owners of these companies, the executives, the CEOs. They're all getting fat off of firing people and letting people go, closing down the factories, and then opening a factory in another country where the labor was a lot cheaper, so they could save and make a huger profit and get more richer than they already needed to be rich already. After all, what I say is, if you got $50 million, what do you need $100 million for? These people just don't even think right. They gotta be greedy. They gotta have more and more and more, and that's what's wrong with these big executives and these CEOs. A lot of them, they don't care about the small man who's trying to take care of his family. That's going to stop under Donald Trump, because he's going to make sure that there's jobs come here, because they're going to pay taxes. They're not going to do that anymore. We're going to start manufacturing here in this country, the United States, again, like it used to be back in the 50s, before I was born, but I read a lot up on it. And I see all these old factories. I remember as a young child, there was a lot more factories in Hartford and so on and so forth, and in Britain. I remember as a child. Michelle, will you please let me finish?
Okay.
I'm not done yet. And a lot of these older factory buildings are going to be renovated and fixed up and reused by companies, because it'd be cheaper to fix them up than build new buildings in a lot of cases. However, in Connecticut, I don't know what's going to happen in our state, because the tax rates are still very high in Connecticut. So that might stop a lot of companies from coming to Connecticut. We need to lower the tax rating system here in Connecticut for companies in order to work in synchro with Donald Trump's plans. However, Connecticut Governor Donald Malloy, I don't know if he's thinking on those same terms or not, as far as lowering the taxes, so that they could get more businesses. At this point, it doesn't look that way, which means we won't get as businesses as fast here in Connecticut. But as soon as we get a governor that's going to work with Donald Trump, that'll change.
And second of all, we have Dory, and she will be, I will be discussing what's going on with the state of Connecticut and why I've decided not to run for governor of the state anyway. Let's talk briefly about Connecticut, because this is the state that affects us the most, because we live here. Daniel P. Malloy is an asshole. He is really the white Barack Obama. He supports globalism, not nationalism. He has created safe cities for illegal immigrants and Syrian refugees. He's increased our capital taxes and our corporate taxes and state taxes to the point where it's becoming uncompetitive to be in this state. You can't start a business in Connecticut without basically putting the equivalent of a regulatory noose around your neck. What this state needs is we need a governor, a Republican governor, a business person to get in there into the governorship and to seriously
When's Daniel Malloy's last term? When's his last year?
Next year, I think.
When does he run again, or if he's going to run?
2018.
Okay, so it's 2018, so it's not till next year he runs again.
So, I said originally I was going to try to run for governor, but honestly, guys, I'll be honest and say I don't think I have the chutzpah to do it. First of all, you have to have some pretty big cojones to be governor of the state. Because, I'm sorry, I don't have big cojones. I got really no cojones. When it comes to conflict, I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I don't normally get into people's face. So, I really have said a couple times I've thought about running for governor, but seriously, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Because there's a lot of process and paperwork to become governor, just like there was a lot of paperwork for Donald Trump to become president.
Yeah.
I don't have the resources to campaign. I don't even have the team. I don't have anything. I'm thinking, myself, is, like I said to Dory, is we need to go where the jobs are. And the jobs are not in Winsted. Sadly enough, guys, I hate to say it, I lived in this town almost all my life. The jobs are just not in Winsted at all. There's no realistic. It's not realistic to expect that Capital Electric is going to take the plant back over on Main Street.
Well, I know a guy that works. I have friends there is still factories in Winsted. There's still certain factories that are still going in Winsted. I don't know the names offhand, but there's still certain factories that are still operating around this area, although it's a limited amount. Yeah.
Right, but the question is
Capital Products moved.
Yeah.
The Capital Products is in a new building, still in Winsted, up around on the other end of town, going the other way.
I thought they moved to Colebrook.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it in Winsted or Colebrook? But it's on Colebrook Road, I believe, going toward Riverton that way, right?
I don't know.
But they're in a new factory now, though. They did move.
We have sites still here. Site is up by the industrial park.
Okay. So, then of course we got the Whiting Mills project, which was originally a textile mill.
There's a mill in there. There is a mill in there, a mill company in there now too. And the upstairs is a mill factory.
There's a woodworking factory downstairs.
There is factories in there too. Yeah.
But they kind of always were. You see, it's kind of a mixed use. It's kind of a mall, and it's kind of a
It's going to start coming back like really fast. I don't know about Connecticut, like we said, because of the taxes, but it's going to start coming back. All around the country, we're going to see now under Donald Trump. We're going to see.
And one of the most important things that Donald Trump also said is, "I work for you, the American people." That was the most important thing he said in his speech. I think was that he was pointing out is yes, I am a president, but I preside in this seat because you put me in this seat, and I am responsible to report to you, the American people, and listen to the needs of the American people. That's why this is a republic. But the way it was going originally under Barack Obama and a few others in the progressive and globalist movement, this was coming of fiefdom. This wasn't even becoming. We were losing our sovereignty to with the Bilderberg Group, the Rothschilds, the Group of Eight, the Davos Group, the United Nations, which is kind of a den of all of them combined, all bad and evil. I still think we should do this. I think we should kick the United Nations out of the United States and tell them straight out, we're not paying you no $8 billion a month for, is it month? It's a year. And then, to a story where yourself is me and Ed are in the kitchen cooking early dinner that day, which really wasn't so early when we got done eating it. And she's untangling her necklaces that someone gave her.
I'm almost got it. I mean, so if you can see it, it's really tangled. It's really, really knotted. I almost got it. It was really bad. So I almost got it untangled. It's a really pretty necklace. My friend Joni had given them to me because she didn't want them anymore.
Sometimes you have to bend the can open. There you go. Now you got it.
I keep forgetting I gotta go.
So I've been sitting here for like a couple weeks now trying to get all these out, and I finally got one, so I'm kind of happy for that. But there's two of them in this one right here. See, there's two. There's one there, and there's one here. So I got to try to get this one out before I get this one out. So, but it's pretty almost done, so I'm quite happy.
So that's the first thing. Obviously right now it's very hot in here because the heat's on. Because the temperatures right now is pretty cold. It's a high of 1 degree today. It's supposed to rain in the evening here in southern New England. Nothing really bad for us, but unfortunately, it's going to get colder tonight, so it may turn into some snowflakes. When I was coming home, it was starting to very lightly mist, so just take it for a grain of salt right there. Ouch! Of course, the kitty cat was in the video too. Alright? Yeah, you were in the video too. I have to admit, I don't like that wide angle lens. Because it's so shitty. I mean, really, the focus on it is so shitty, it's embarrassing. So we're going to have to run some focusing control on it to make the picture look good. So we'll do that. Run some computer enhancement on the focus and make the picture look a lot better. And let's talk about today, since it's the 23rd of the month of January, and today Donald Trump has made it official. He has signed not his first, but actually second executive order of note. The first one forces all federal agencies not to collect any benefits or fines for people who fail to meet the personal mandate for Obamacare. Big deal. The second one, which he signed today, the first one makes it a notification to all those people. Heads up, we are leaving the Trans-Pacific Partnership Act. And so that is a pretty big deal because he kept his promise. He said he was going to do that, and he did. And of course, my cat's still got earwax problem in his ear. As bad as he used to be. Come on, Mr. Cat, work with me. Thank you. Okay. So I'm really happy to see that he's already exceeded our expectations. So, as I said, I'm very proud that President Donald J. Trump has successfully managed to begin keeping his promises. I know some presidents do that and then they backslide and enter on in office. I don't think he's going to do that because, like he learned and he talks about in his book, The Art of the Deal, he explains that there's nothing more important in business than trust. And he sees his arrangement with us as a business situation. That is, he wants us to have trust in him that he's going to do what he's got to do. Very important to do that. What are you doing? He's playing on my fingers. Also, it's very rare when Ed is on camera with us. Dory might be come by again tomorrow. No guarantees, but we'll see. And that's about it. I guess if you have any comments, suggestions, concerns, gripes, kudos. Oh, there was one more thing. We're now up to 159 people. It's not the first time we've hit 159. But we are now up to 159. Can we get to 200 by Ostara, which is March 21st of 2017? Can we get to 200 by March 21st of 2017? It's in your guard, boys and girls. This is your chance to help us. Also, don't forget, we can use your donations on Patreon, GoFundMe, and of course, if you click on the little blue square in the right-hand corner, if you see it, on some browsers it doesn't show it, and some it does. It says NASQ subscribe. You just click on that little blue square, and it will subscribe you to my channel, and that's how you subscribe. Very easy. It works across most platforms, and it'll help you to become a member of the video. And yes, it does work against Google Plus, Facebook, Blogger, almost anywhere, because of the way the logo is presented to the browser. Well, right now it's getting kind of warm in here because I got the heat on because it's getting kind of cold out there, even for me, and it's windy. So I'm going to get ready to wrap this up for right now, but I just thought I would let you know. Oh yeah, I'm still cleaning up for my guests yesterday. They're not as messy as some of the other guests, but, well, they're still messy. No kidding, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna clean up this place. My girlfriend asked me to clean her socks, and she leaves still more dirty socks on the table. Alright, so that's it for now. So I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.